welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing these with you. These are the latest, most beautiful wall art molds from Molds and Shapes. Now, these are designed as wall art or mantelpieces or anything that you can put on a shelf just to add some additional decor to your home. They're measuring approximately 20 centimeters across. They would be perfect in a trio. Think it's a triptych. I think I might have to Google that one, but like a set of 3 on the wall together would look beautiful. They are giving all of the sand dune vibes, ocean floor. You could really do so much with these, and they're chunky too. So the one on the left is going left to right, and the one on the right is the diagonal. They are both so beautiful. All of the details will be down below alongside your 10% discount code if you are interested. Now, how you fill these out is completely up to you. You could go down the epoxy resin route. They are matte, so you'll get some gorgeous matte results. Or you can use your eco pouring medium, which is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to use Jesmonite AC100. Any eco pouring medium will do. But the most exciting thing for me is that I got hold of some code pigment. Now, if you were with me years ago when I first started trying Jesmonite, I want to say it was 3-4 maybe years ago. This colour, I fell head over heels in love with it. And then they discontinued it. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. But I was like, it's my favourite one. And when I went onto the Jesmonite distributor website this week, I actually realised they've got some code back in. Now, it's probably been back in for years, but I haven't been looking. So, oh my gosh, guys, when I tell you I'm so excited. I was so excited. It is such a beautiful, calming colour. And with the addition of 1 extra drop, you can go from the palest of calmest all the way up to the deep, rich tones of like a coffee. I can only describe it as like a coffee fudge colour. But again, add a drop at a time and you've got the whole entire spectrum of the caramel latte coffee range and all the way up to chocolate. Like, it's unreal, this colour. So the first tray is the first wall art piece is the wall art piece that's just going straight across left to right in the mould. My plan was to ombre this, so I didn't want to, well, I did, you guys know me, I wanted to just put it in a block colour, one simple block colour, but I decided to do some ombre effect in these moulds because I also thought with the texture and the bumpy surfaces and all of the beautiful grooves, then an ombre would really stand out. Now, this first mold here, it's got some gorgeous, chunky, deep ridges. So if you really wanted to, you could do a different color in every single one of those ridges and then one color on the back. So this could be rainbow-esque. This could be all of the different blues for your ocean themed in epoxy resin. Really, the choices are vast. I decided to go with just a couple of drops of the code and split this one into 3. So the bottom third is going to get the lightest possible version of the code. And then I'm going to add more pigment and then add more pigment until we've kind of like gone up the scale to the darker end. Now, here's the thing with I don't know so much about eco pouring mediums where you just add water, but for Jesmonite AC100, ombre is not as simple as just pouring on the next layer of Jesmonite. It doesn't blend. Basically, it doesn't just naturally blend. You will get quite a harsh line where the two colors meet. So you can see here I've added a few more drops of that code pigment and I'm pouring it directly over the edge of the last layer of that original layer. But in order for this to be a true ombre, we really do have to help it out. We can't just leave it there because you will see a very clean, crisp line where the two colours meet. And that is the trick to Jesmonite AC100 when you want to do an ombre design. It's easier in flat moulds like this. I've tried doing ombre designs in like giant plant pot molds, it's not so easy because you can't get down in there and make sure that those two colours have blended. But it's a lot easier in flat design molds like this, where you can actually get that Jesmonite ombre as you know, as best you can. So here I am, a few more a few more drops of that pigment added, and we've got a nice, gorgeous, darker caramel. It's almost like Caramac. Anyone in the UK know the Caramac? Is it a chocolate? I don't even know. It's like a chocolate bar. It's very, very Caramac colour. So we've got all three shades here. I didn't really know how much these molds would take in Jesmonite AC100. I'm not going to lie, guys. So I didn't fill it up. But of course, in the future, I now know it takes a lot more than what I made. I've done my best here to get as much in here as possible. For the purposes of the video, I'm leaving it as is, but if I was to go ahead and make these for my walls, then I would definitely try and fill them up, although again, that will make it quite heavy if you're using an eco pouring medium. Okay, we are done, just having a little bit of a tidy up here, and then it is time to ombre this. If I leave it as is right now, it's not going to ombre itself, it won't blend. So I've got a gorgeous fluffy paintbrush, and I'm working in the mold, so where the two colours mix and where the two colours join, I am simply taking my paintbrush and I am working those colours together with the paintbrush. This is the best way to ombre Jesmonite on a flat surface. Now, like I said, if I was to just walk away and leave this as is, you would see the contrasting lines. You'd see defined lines between the two colours, but I absolutely love this technique. It's been a while since I've done Jesmonite ombreing, to be honest, but I think these moulds kind of just need it. They scream, you know, like kind of, especially these ones. I feel like they're very, is the word sand duney? You know, like desert sand dune. That's the vibe I was getting with this, especially with this color code as well. It works so beautiful. So I did have to spend quite a bit of time tippity tapping. You can see I could have easily filled this mold up, so you can really see those ridges kind of coming through, but it's so pretty. I spent a lot more time tapping that mold than I showed you on camera, because you don't really need to sit through that in real time. Next up, we've got the diagonal wall art piece. This is stunning. I think out of the two, this was screaming to me more. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because it's a diagonal pattern. I really don't know if it was a lot more reminding me of desert sands. Yeah, either way, this one here was making my heart sing. Now, as for the first mould, I think I poured 180 odd grams of liquid. For this one, I went well over the 200 mark. So again, it hasn't quite filled it up, but it's yeah, sorry. I'm not very helpful here when it comes to actually letting you know how much these take. The best way to find out how much these take is to fill them with rice or fill them with water, weigh the mould, and there is actually a formula for Jesmonite AC100 to know how much each mould takes. I've done a video on it. I will link the video down below, because right now my brain isn't braining and I cannot remember that formula because it's years old. For this one here, I decided to go with the ombre again, but with the darker on the outside and the lighter on the inside. And honestly, definitely my favourite. Now would be a really good time to let you know that this video is my 130,000 subscriber giveaway with molds and shapes. It has been a long time coming. I mean, I was meant to do this video a couple months ago and I am so sorry. But yes, this is the 130,000 subscriber giveaway. Molds and Shapes really wanted to support me on this, and they will be giving a mold, a silicone mold from their own stock, from their website, to the lucky winner. So please read the description box down below for any further details on that. Okay, back to the video. This is 30 minutes later, and this is the very first mold. This is the left to right, straight across one that we ombreed. And honestly, the ombre has come out a dream. How stunning is this ombre, guys? Oh my goodness, I was so proud of this. It's giving silky sheets. It's also giving ocean bed. You know, the sand under the water where it's got all these ripples and ridges. That is what this is giving as well. So like, I can imagine with this being a wall art piece, you really want to make more than one. I'm not going to do the whole, I'm not making 3, 4, 5 in one video, but you get the idea. You could make 3 together to go in a line. I think that's called a triptych. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. Like a trio of art pieces together to match. And of course they will line up as well, so they'll look absolutely amazing. My other thoughts were like backsplash for a small sink. Now, I know Jesmonite AC100 is not fully waterproof, but you know, with a really good sealer, this stuff can last a couple of years and then just have to reseal it. So I'm already thinking I'm going to use these at some stage in my outside. We've got an outside toilet in this house that we bought, and I think these would look gorgeous around the sink in the outside toilet. But for now, I need to get a sink put in there. Because we don't have one in there. We just have a tap. It's very archaic, is our downstairs toilet. But yeah, backsplashes, basically. What I'm saying is a gorgeous, smooth, calming, tactile backsplash for a sink. I wouldn't necessarily say main bathroom because, again, Jesmonite AC100 is not necessarily the best product to be in a place that's going to get wet all of the time. But oh my goodness me, I absolutely love them. Now what I'm doing here is using my deburring tool to take off those sharp edges. So much easier than sandpaper. And this is the result. I absolutely love them. Let me know which one is calling to you. The one on the left is definitely... Actually, they're both. They're both giving me exactly the same feels, and that is sand duney. They're very sand duney, very desert, very ocean floor, just gorgeous. But then when we zoom in like this, we are getting silk sheets. Gorgeous. Love them. Absolutely love them. Thank you so much to Moulds and Shapes for sending these over to me. Honestly, I can't wait to make a set of 3, and I think they're going to live in my hallway when I finally decorate my hallway. But yes, check out the description box, like I said earlier in the video. I hope you feel inspired, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!